Identity selling. This is the thing that I get asked about the absolute most is how do I sell to people's identity and how do I factor this into my sales calls more? And you all know that I love, especially in life insurance, to use identity to sell. So in this video, you're going to see multiple examples of how I tailor the identity to the prospect rather than just doing some generic identity label like a lot of people unfortunately do. Would it help if I just went like rapid fire and you guys just gave me a couple of different types of prospects so you could see how I'm tailoring the identity frame? So it'll take a minute for it to load here. I was just curious, did something happen recently or what got you looking for life insurance in the first place?
Well, my brother died, and he
Oh
didn't
my
have
God.
anything in place. And
I'm sorry to hear that.
my nephews had to come up. One of them sold their truck. That's how they were able to sell it. But it was his work truck, so I don't know how it's going to be working anymore.
Oh my gosh. How long ago was that?
About 6 months ago, something like that.
Good Lord. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. You're too young for that. What the hell happened?
He just got the big C, and then it was unexpected. And next thing you know, he just passed away on us. I guess he had it for a while, didn't like one of the doctor, and it's one of those things.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that makes sense. When you see it like that, you start thinking about it. With your kids, is it more so one of those things where like they could cover things and like come up with the money and you just don't want them to? Or is it, one of those things where it's like if something happened to you, they'd be in a bad spot, financially.
For the most part, they do pretty good. I just don't think it'd be right if they had to pay all that money and all that.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. It sounds like you're just the kind of guy that you just want to make sure it's taken care of for them and not put that burden on your kids.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It's refreshing. Let me tell you, it's refreshing to talk to somebody like you that's actually thinking ahead like that and getting prepared, and just thinking about your kids. I talk to a lot of people, and everybody loves their kids. It's just like, I mean, nowadays people, the world has changed. A lot of people, they just look at it and they're like, "You paid for everything while I was younger. It's your turn to take care of me." I mean, you know what I mean. We all know somebody like that.
Yeah, dude, it ain't like the old days. Everybody's take care of their family. Now they got nursing homes and all this other crap.
Yeah,
Everyone
it's
wants to do
totally different. Can I ask how come this is so important to you? Um, so is it more so that your kids could come up with the money and like you just don't want them to, like you don't think that's right, or is it one of those situations where like that would put them in a bit of a pickle?
My son's kind of a dipshit. I don't think he's got a whole lot of money. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think he could come up with it.
Okay. Yeah, no, it sounds like you're just the kind of guy I don't want to have to put him through that. You probably have always looked out for him and don't want that to change.
Yes, sir.
That's it's good to hear. It's quite refreshing actually. Just to talk to somebody who's actually looking out for their kin and thinking about it. I talk to a lot of people and I'm not saying they're bad people or anything. It's just some people they don't mind just leaving that burden on their kids, especially like when you're on a fixed income and it's like, it's like they just figure their kids will figure it out. I mean, you know what I mean. We all know somebody like that.
Yes, sir.
Can
Half
I
my
ask?
family.
Mine too. Mine too. How like if that's half your family, like how come this is so important to you?
As long as I got two good hands, I'll work to earn my keep.
Yeah, it's just like uh, I get what you're saying. I'm kind of the same way. It's like that's just kind of what you do as a man. Like you work and you got to provide. It's the right thing to
Damn
do.
right.
Somebody else. So is it more so one of those things where like your kids could cover things and like you just don't want them to have to do that? Or is it one of those things where, like if something happened now and put them in a bad spot financially?
I mean, if they could, I mean, they got great jobs. I mean, lawyer, doctor. I mean, they could do it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. It sounds like Yeah, it sounds like you just don't want them to. Like it's not you're just like the leader of the family. That's probably why they have done so well, and you're just setting a good example.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It's refreshing to hear, actually. Um, somebody that still looks at things like that and is like, like just setting the example for their family. And I just say that because I talk to a lot of people, and I'm not saying they're bad people or anything, but I just, especially when people's kids are successful, a lot of them just look at it and it's like, I would do that, but like I'm on a fixed income, like you guys just take care of it, and they just don't care. I mean, you know what I mean? We all know somebody like that.
Oh yeah.
Can I ask, like, especially with your kids being able to cover it, how come this is so important to you?
Well, I just feel like, with everything that they've done and they've worked hard, and I don't want to have to, let them feel like, they got to take care of me. I've always taken care of my own stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet you they take care of their own stuff too. It's the example that you set. You see how it's like, yeah, you don't even have to be that smooth with it. Half the time I'm thinking in the middle of it. I think that's a big piece of it is just being a little bit more casual. Just being a little bit more casual, right? And always end on the negative. Always, always, always.
Can I ask something?
Let's keep it going.
How about if they already have something in place?
Okay, for the identity frame.
Huh?
Actually, let's just start.
Okay.
And so are you starting from scratch on this, or do we already have something in place?
No, I actually have something in place already.
Oh, good. Okay. And so are we looking to add on to it, or are we trying to find something more affordable?
I was actually looking to add on to it.
Oh, okay. Got it. I guess with what you already have, what makes you like, I guess, feel like that might not be enough?
I don't know. I guess, it seems to be enough just for the cremation, and I kind of wanted to leave a little extra for my kids, so that's why.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Like the cremation's already covered, but you want to be able to give your kids kind of like a head start, maybe one last kind of I love you, just make sure that they knew that you were thinking about them.
Yeah, I mean, if I can, because, with that other policy in place already, like money's kind of tight, so I don't know if I'll be able to. That's why I was just looking.
No, I totally get it. You're in the right place. You're on a fixed income, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, that's just so you know, that's what we specialize in. And so everything that we'll look at, it's all state regulated and designed for people on a fixed income. And so we'll make sure that we keep it affordable for you and stay, within reason. Did you have were you thinking like a certain amount that you wanted to leave your kids, or were you kind of just thinking like, we'll see how much, like $100 gets me or something like that?
Just wanted to see how much I could afford. Maybe, yeah, maybe like $100 sounds like something I might be able to afford right now.
Okay, yeah, we can see what it all looks like. I'm just getting it all pulled up here. It'll take a second for it to load. I am curious, did something like happen recently, or what got you thinking about life insurance in the first place?
Well, I saw the ad and I just thought, maybe I should get a little extra on top of what I already have, and
Yeah.
so that I could leave some more for my kids.
You just sound like the type of mother that is always you probably have always thinking about your kids. They're like the most important thing to you in the world, uh, and you just want to protect them.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, if I can, but
Yeah.
I love them and I want to be there for them.
I got to tell you, it's refreshing to talk to somebody like you that still thinks that way and looks out for your kids that way. And I say that just because I talk to a lot of people, and I'm not saying they're bad people or anything. Everybody loves their kids. It's just, I mean, like the world has changed, and people don't look out for their kids how they used to. Like, a lot of people just look at it and they're like, oh, they're on their own now, and they just don't care as much as what they used to. I mean, you know what I mean. We all know somebody like that.
Yeah, I'm not like that though. I've always been very independent and,
Sure.
I don't want them having to pay that stuff.
Can I ask, like, because you already have the cremation covered, like, leaving a little bit extra, how come, like, how come that is important to you?
Well, I guess I don't know. It's just wanted to leave something for them, a gift, I guess.
Yeah, no, and I guess when you got the last policy, how come you didn't just get more then?
I thought that I would have a little bit more, but with the price of everything nowadays, I don't think that it's going to be much left over.
How much is that policy for?
It's about 7,000.
Okay, how long ago did you get it?
Like a few years ago?
Like 10 years ago, 2 years ago?
No, maybe like 2 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
two
that's
years
pretty
ago.
recently. Okay. Well, what I'll do, maybe I'll double check because sometimes you can get like it's more affordable if it's all packaged together. How much do they like have you paying for that?
It's about $120 a month.
Oh, wow. Okay. And so what I'll do is I'll look at it and see like maybe if we just get one bigger one, if that'll end up saving you some money, and we'll just see if we can make it work. And if we can, great. If we can't, then it is what it is. But we'll try and leave your kids a little bit of something. I mean, how much? When you pass away, I mean, like, how do you see that like impacting your kids getting some money and like not just getting money to cover the cremation, but getting some extra to really help them out?
I think it'll be good for them. I think that it'll help.
In what way?
Um, well, I don't know. They have kids of their own, and
Okay.
I would imagine it could help them with their own kids too.
That's
So,
who it's really about, isn't it? It's about the grandkids.
yeah, you got me.
Yeah, no, I get it. You sound like you're just a family first kind of family. Do you see them a lot?
Yeah, not as much as I'd like to because they're always working and all that, but as much as I can.
We're gonna have to kick their butt. They're working too much. No, I'm just kidding. No, and I would transition. Hopefully, seeing those variations was helpful for you. If you want to get more training, more hands-on, and work with us a lot closer, see the systems, see the processes, and see exactly how we teach people how to do this in their sales call in a streamlined and efficient way so that you can start implementing it very quickly to make more money, click the link below and you can learn about being on our team.